Hello, guys. It's your guy, Edgy Wilson. Good afternoon, guys. So, today we're going to be talking about what the future holds for people in diaspora who came after their 40s. That is, how they can plan their retirement. And how have they been planning their retirement? I have a tip to give those who fall into these categories. Because retirement age is just about 25 years or 26 years. That is, you can only work in the Western world for just 26 years or 27 years if you are lucky, and pay into pension insurance. So, and as a result of that, logically, you will not be able to pay enough into the pension insurance, by the time you are retired or you get to that stage, retirement age. So this is a tip for you guys, what you can do. Especially for those who are planning to just come around, work, make money, and go back. Because this has always been the initial plan. That something is not working well in my land, in Africa in particular. I want to go and work in Europe. I want to jackpot work in Europe, make money, and come back home. Some are even saying they are not coming back again. It's your choice. But remember that by the time you are 60, 70, you're going to fall back on something, and that should be something one should take very, very, very important. How is it going to look like? I know for now many are saying, I don't bloody care. Who cares? I'm not interested in pension. Do you even know if you will live up to that age? Man, in case you live up to that age, what will you do? It's good to plan. First thing, the first investment you can do that will cater for this day I'm talking about, that is your old age, is to ensure you work in whichever country you find yourself. As you plan to come and work, you ensure you work there legally and pay into the pension insurance there. Ensure you work legally, pay into pension insurance there, or do certain insurance that will cater for this time, so that at the end of the day, when you now get old or get to the retirement age, you still have something you're receiving when you eventually go back home. Even if you are being paid 200 euro or 100 euro on a monthly basis, it's a lot of things, because this is money that you can still, that you are sure of. Although it's not 100%, but because sometimes things might not work the way we think, but at least that's the best investment that you can do, is to have a pension where you take this money on a monthly basis while you reside, while you now when you return back to your country. Because of the exchange rate, it's still a lot of money that can survive you, because at that time you are only thinking about yourself and your wife. It's only just two of you, if you have a wife, or if you have a spouse. So the first thing is to ensure that you take up the job legally. When you get there, ensure you work legally and pay into pension insurance. At least you have 25 years ahead. Pay into pension insurance. Although, even if you come at 60 or 50, ensure you work even 10 years, pay into that pension insurance. So if you are still getting something, it's a lot. If you are residing in Europe, well, you might decide not to come back and stay here, probably because of the social security. The social will take care of you, but I can bet you will not like the kind of life you will find yourself without a pension. You're gonna live, but remember, you know what it takes to be under social. You just have to take what you are given. That's it. You have to take what you are given. And if you are lucky that the system is still intact at that time. If not, you are in problem. You can see what is happening. Who would have thought of Ukraine? What is happening in Ukraine now? So we don't know. Nothing is sure, but we are just planning. At least we do the best. So the first thing is pay into pension insurance. Very important. Another tip that I will give those in diaspora is that they can start investing now. From part of the money they are making, they could start investing in Africa. I will tell you one or two things that you can invest in Africa while you are still living here. If you are making your money, the first thing you should do is pay into a pension insurance. Ensure you work legally here so that you still pay into pension insurance, that at the end of the day you have pension to bounce on when you eventually go back home. That is one. Two, invest in real estate. First, land banking. Buy property, buy land. I'm not saying buy house now. Don't go and buy house. Buy a land, a virgin land. Fence it round. Get the proper documentation. Ensure you get the CFO of the land you buy. Fence it around and just put it there. Always buy and put. Always buy and leave. Buy and leave. You enjoy it, and that is part of your pension in future. Second one, you can engage in rendering services. Rendering services for people. And what are the equipment needed? Construction of buildings. If you don't have the money, join hands with others. Partner with somebody who is living there. So you can build hotels, for example, that you render service for people and you'll be making your money. You get your part, but ensure you invest with somebody living there. There are so many people who are ready for business, who are very trustworthy and are very ready for business. Join them. Or even among yourself in Europe, in diaspora. You can come together, put money together, and put a business down there. You can build hotel, you can build short-let apartments. Right? You put camera. You can be looking at your business while you are abroad. Because at the moment you still have the money, you don't have much time again. Contribute money together and set up a business. Now, don't wait until you are 65 or 70. You don't need to wait till then. You can start doing it now, but ensure you partner with somebody who is living there, is of a great advantage. It's added advantage if you are fortunate to have somebody there who is part of the business. Events hall is another thing. It's also part of the real estate I'm talking about. Build event halls. Nigerians parties every second. When I mean every second, I mean every weekend. They are always partying. There is always things to be celebrated in Nigeria in particular. And I think same thing is applicable to other African countries because we know how to enjoy. Africa knows how to enjoy. We work and we enjoy. Africa enjoy every day. And if you are ready to solve the problem, you will definitely make money. Because you are solving the problem of people that want to enjoy. If you have money, electricity is a problem. In Nigeria, for example, you can come up together and look for a way to build a plant. You are now allowed to do it. Get a permission and begin to supply your community electricity. Come together. There are great engineers abroad. Just come together and put resources together and start such business. If the Chinese are coming down to do such things, they are just part of the thing that you can join hands in executing. They'll be giving you money. Don't go and build house for rent. I don't know, maybe in part of Ikoyi or something. If you build house for rent, leave that for the estate developers. That's their job. You as a single person, I don't think it's advisable. Me personally will not do that. It's not advisable to do such thing. Leave that for estate developers. Or you put resources together and begin to do that. Build houses en masse for rentage, for sale, and everything. That you can do that because you begin to get your return immediately. Making money immediately. That's a business on its own. It still belongs to that. It's under this real estate, right? And if you still want to go back to, you can start planning on how to invest on agriculture. It's another way to make it. I've met with a lot of farmers there who are into animal husbandries, doing great. So guys, you can also think of that. And finally, I will advise you that if you are doing your research, because all I've said now, you can also do your research. If you are doing your research, don't forget to ask people who are into that business, who have done that business, who is into that business. They are the right person that can give you the first-hand experience of that business, that can tell you the advantages and disadvantages, the challenges and what you need to know before you dabble into the business. These are the people that you have to contact, not anybody that will just tell you just this negative part of it. They have not done it. Somebody who have not done the business, how can you know it? Experience is the bedrock of knowledge. And you also have to, look at the location where you're going to locate the location of the businesses, where you like to do it. Believe me, it's not only limited to Lagos or Abuja. You can start it in your state and you still be making money. People are doing it. I've met with a lot of people outside Lagos who are doing great with this kind of investment, I'm telling you. Because Nigeria is over 200 million people living there. Remember, and people are everywhere. I even went to farm. If you see the numbers of people living in the farm, despite the fact that people are talking about insecurity a lot. So Nigeria is big. So make sure you leverage on this population of Nigeria, to boost your economy, so that at the end of the day, when you retire, you have something doing that will be giving you additional money, guys. So that's just it. That's just it for today, guys. I wish you the best of luck, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's still your guy, Ege Wilson. See you next time. Bye.